Well, YouTube, you just missed it all. YouTube, you missed so much, I don't even know what to tell you. God, YouTube, you're such garbage. You're such garbage. You just missed 5 minutes of it, the history. The fact, guys, again, that I covered this. Here, watch, look. This is me covering it all the way back in 2009. This same hat. If you want to see the 5 minutes you missed, I guess make that free Rockfin account, YouTube, because we just jumped right into this one. But yeah, there it is. Here, I guess I'll give you another little smatter and slather of it.
Again, we're going to go over these Illuminati cards afterwards because there's just so many subsections. We could spend all night on this card deck alone.
Yeah, I'm going to want to play the music there.
I'm going to go to a little bit more calls. This is the 5-minute segment, so maybe we'll take one call in this segment.
Oh.
I just can't believe these things. All right, let me just start with the fiendish fluoridators. Okay, they're talking about fluoride in the water. Now remember, the latest cards are in 94. The earliest ones are in 82.
So, guys, we have the complete set right here. Like I said, wasn't cheap. It is signed by Derek Piercy. I'm trying to get Derek Piercy on. He is the brains behind this thing. Didn't spend quite that much, but certainly not cheap. So we're going to throw the gloves on right now. And then we're going to get into your questions and comments. And let's see. Someone's saying something about Tripoli. We mentioned Tripoli. Shout out to Sam. This is where I got the idea to revisit it for sure. I watched Tripoli do it. Yo, what up, Brian? How we doing, man? How we doing? All right, let's do it. Because we want to keep these mint. We're going to throw on the gloves. And again, thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. And we're going to do the Illuminati card game. I'd say we pull 5, we take some questions. We pull 5 more, we take some questions. And we can do this for a while, right? Let's see how we do it. Again, I was riding high on Anthony Fauci finally, being grilled a bit. Okay? Let's see. Is Alex Jones on one of the cards? Alex Jones is not on one of the cards. Okay. Let's see. Gloves on. Set in hand. Derek Piercy. Signature. Bum, 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 bum. Now, last time, we did stop with a certain card. That's how we've been doing it. A preview card, but we're going to do more than 9 this time. And this card had a couple things on it, right? It's the Nobel Peace Prize. Kind of resembles Queen Elizabeth, but maybe not. But the thing that interested me about this card is using the Nobel Peace Prize as a tool to promote one of their puppets. So you look at like Barack Obama, and he essentially got the Nobel Peace Prize for nothing. He did nothing. He did nothing. He did nothing. He did nothing. Let me repeat that. He did nothing. He didn't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize, did he? Give me a break. Come on. Come on. So let's put that one right there. Boom. Okay. Here is a stock split. All right. And obviously, because of the green stuff, it goes there. And it has like a little city in its ticker. And it's got the Illuminati all-seeing eye in the middle. Let's see what it says about this one. Play this card at any time to give 10 power or resistance to any corporate group you control. So basically, even this year, with the GameStop scandal, and before that, with them actually closing the stock market as it crashed over and over and over again in March of last year, right? 14 months ago. They actually stopped the stock market several times. It shows you just how corrupt Wall Street is. All right, let's keep going down the line here. Tidal wave. Now remember, this is 1995. Now, if you look at that, it's a full city getting there, and it's insert, attack, or destroy any coastal place. And what this reminds me of later on is Fukushima, right? Obviously, there's no nuclear meltdown attack, and I'm not saying that's what this card predicted, But if I'm going to put this into context, remember, there also is an idea out there of weather warfare that goes beyond, right? That goes just beyond geoengineering. And that's something else to keep in mind. So let's see, we're 3 cards deep, 2 more, and we'll start taking some questions. Then we'll go back to some cards. Okay. Oh, we're going to love this one. We're going to read it in a second. The liberal agenda. There it is, the liberal agenda. Lovely. Let's see. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by liberal groups with total power equal to the resistance to the target group, doubled if the group is currently conservative. If it is controlled by a rival, add bonuses for its closeness to the Illuminati. Liberal agenda. There it is. Okay. 4 down. 4 down. And then we're going to get to some comments and questions. Let's see what we got. The New World Order, peace in our time. What you're seeing there is a spider with webs on a tank that hasn't been used in a long time. Increase the power of peaceful groups by 1 or by 3 against the attempt to destroy. The resistance of all peaceful groups is increased while they are part of a power structure. Bump, bump, bump. So this is supposed to be the peaceful New World Order card. Okay? All right. Let's go to your questions and comments. And before I do that, straight up, what I want to do is go to Monique, who gave a little tipsky and hutch here. I can't believe I can watch a live driving back to WNY from a weekend with my dad in South Carolina. The country went deeper into hell in the last 5 days. Yes, it did. In fact, you know, this is something I wanted to play just to show you how far the country's really gone. And by the way, guys, it's here. The Rockfin app is here. You can get it in Google Play for Android. And one of the cool features of it is you can just listen to audio as you drive. And it lets you download videos, I believe, if you're a premium subscriber. So this is the guy they're saying is in charge in the country. Are you ready?
The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way. These millstones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning. The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way. These millstones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning.
So yeah, they're telling you that guy runs the country. I'm just not going to comment.
The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way. These millstones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning.
Yeah. I don't think I need to comment there. Right. I don't think I need to comment there. No. So I want to keep reading that. Let's see. No problems with gas anywhere on this trip. Just damn expensive. Time to get home and get back into the fight. Thanks for all the New York State updates. Yes, go watch my Cuomo video if you haven't. I got caught up on the ride home. This will get me the rest of the way home. Never, ever stop, my friend. Well, thank you so much. And Josh Lemon says, such great content here. Refreshing to find someone who can casually talk about what's really going on. Well, thank you, Josh. I'm so glad that people are coming over to the Rockfin. 16,000 plus strong, baby. Come on over, make that Rockfin account. Again, if you just saw my Fauci video on YouTube, you missed 25 minutes of, backstory information on what Rand Paul was talking about today. Okay? That's just a fact. So let's get in there. Let's do this. Thumbs it up, by the way. Subscribe and share. Not even 50 thumbs up. Let's go all the way back up to here. Let's go. Moon rockets. I'm all thumbs. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we got a late start. We got a weird intro, but the whole video is over on Rockfin. I can tell you that. Nothing missed over there. What up, Brian? Happy birthday to Mama Durden. Aw. Well, happy birthday to your mother. Time for some sour sage number 11. I think this may not be. It's happening. It's happening. I told you it was a weird bug with YouTube. Sarah, shout out to Sarah. Sarah came out to the picnic. She said, "Hey Jason, did you ever go see Mortal Kombat in the theater? If so, did you love it?" So, I did not go see it in the theater. I did watch it, I think the day after it came out or whatever. I have a projector and a screen, so I have like 100 inches from like a theater-like device. And I was gonna go to the theater, and go see it, but lax reviews. I wouldn't say I loved it. I gave it a 6.5 overall. I thought the opening scene showed so much promise about what the film could have been. But then with them going into a story and kind of making it popcorn garbage, and you could see even the budget took a hit when they went out to Outworld. And the acting wasn't as good as, say, the last Mortal Kombat game. They made they have like 200 characters to go through, and they made that Cole character up. Now, all the way back when they returned to the very first story in the very end of the film, I think that's kind of its saving grace. 6.5. That's what I'm giving it. We got another Tipsky and Hutch. Josh says, slaying the game. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Josh. Very, very cool. Very cool. YouTube is total garbage. There should be a card with Alex Jones having a beer with Milo and a Breitbart founded in Israel card. Should it, Keithy? First of all, Alex Jones and Milo's relationship I have no idea about, but I can assure you that it came out well after the game. And then when you look at Breitbart, I was never a fan of Andrew Breitbart, especially when I was at InfoWars. We were often at odds with them because they were a pro-war neocon mouthpiece, which in many ways they still are. But things have gotten so crazy that, who knows? People flip. Well, I'll say this. At least Andrew Breitbart talked about John Podesta. That's all I can say about it. And you know what? Andrew Breitbart's not alive. Now, that doesn't mean I agree with a lot of what's on Breitbart or that I'm a Bannon guy either. But I'm just telling you how I feel. What would I do without you? Oh, and by the way, this is Moon Mama. Not a fan of Rand Paul or Tucker, but when they get it right, they really get it right. Thank you for sharing that with us. Exactly. Listen, I pledge allegiance to no party, no network, no ideal other than the freedom of humanity and truth and me trying to decide to do the right thing. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time, especially in my personal life. We all do. We all do. Life is hard. And right now, navigating it is maybe harder than ever. Because we're full COVID 1984. And these people are full board, quote unquote, great reset agenda. AD, we ain't starting over. You're just if you missed the first 5 minutes, you got to go check out the Rock Fan. Hello from Charleston, South Carolina, and people are killing the gas around here. Hey, Burmis, great to meet you at the picnic. Well, thank you for coming out. That's what I'm saying, brother. Thank you for coming out. And again, we had several people come across state lines. I believe this gentleman with the tone and maybe the way the picture looks, even though it's obviously not him, I want to say this is my Cedar Rapids friend. And by the way, I was just watching that Kim Reynolds, our governor, was on, what is it, Greta's Throat? Is that what her show is? I forget. Laura Ingraham, the Ingraham angle. And at least talking a good game, we need real actions. We need actions against these vaccine passports. And I just saw Iowa trying to go full digital with their license. I don't know if I like that. All right. It's cool. I have this set. Preach, Burmis. Do you really? Good for you, bro. Good for you. Yeah. Again, these cards, I'm trying to keep them as mint-tacular as possible, as untouched as possible. So what do we got here? The Self-esteem card. Look at that. Hey, let's feel good. That feels good, though, right? No, I think everybody should have a proper self-esteem, but unfortunately, Right now, everything is about feelings, and you're never wrong, and you're never accountable, and it's really not about self-esteem. It's more about big pharma and drugging you up. Okay, that's how I feel about that. So this one says, this card may be played at any time and counts as the action for the group it affects. The increased power takes effect immediately. The power for one liberal group is increased to 6. So this is a liberal gameplay. And yeah, it's all about diversity, There it is right there, the self-esteem card. All right, let's keep going. All right, this is the hat trick card. Play this card immediately after you use a plot card. Discard this card instead and put the other plot card back in your hand. Using this card requires an action from a group with a power of at least 3. So this is the old shell game, right? This is where you're trying to misdirect somebody. Look over here, but the goal is somewhere else, right? It's the hat trick card. It's 2 more down. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share, by the way. Let's get 100 thumbs up. Okay, more weather warfare with the hurricane card. Hurricane. And I believe it was Dr. Ben, it kills me, but he talked about flying into hurricanes decades and decades ago for the U.S. military in weather warfare operations. And that's another great thing that Alex Jones put out there, and another great thing that InfoWars was a part of it. Listen, Alex is far from perfect. I think we all know that's how I feel about it too. But we give credit where credit is due when credit is due. So this one says, disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any coastal place. It does not require an action. Its power is 16 against a huge place, 20 against any other place. So there you go. The hurricane card. The hurricane card indeed. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, this is one we're feeling right now. Emergency powers. Huh. You know what I mean? Like emergency powers in Canada, where they just arrested that priest for daring to hold services? You mean emergency powers that have shut down businesses? You mean emergency powers that have caused lockdowns? You mean emergency powers that have now put in a system for digital passports and the birth of medical martial law tyranny? Those emergency powers? This card may be played at any time and counts as the action of the group it affects. The increased power takes effect immediately. The power for one government group is increased to 6. Link this card to your chosen government group. No player may have more than one emergency power in play. Too bad in the real world right now, they got all sorts of emergency powers in play. All right, I believe that was 5. So let's get back to your questions and comments. And I'm going to run over here to the Rockfin and get some of those really quick. Outside of those that tipped. Angela Foster says, hey. I say hello. Christine, I remember this. Dang, Jason, you haven't aged one bit. Oh, I've aged. For those that are just tuning in, we're going to put this little segment up. But here I am. And this hat here, let's just put it on. And the same hat here. And, going over this card set in 2009.
I was 3 years old in 82. Okay, in 94, I was still in high school. I'm just getting in high school. I don't even think I had my driver's license yet. And they're talking about fluoride in the water then? Oh, my God. And speaking of fluoride in the water, this is a good opportunity to offer a solution. People say, Burmese, you guys never offer solutions. You're just fearmongers. No. If you want the fluoride out of the water in Austin, there's actually going to be a fluoride awareness night Monday, May 11th, 2009. It's going to be at Casa de Luz, 1701.
Oh, a young Jason Burmis. A young Jason Burmis. And here we got another tip. And this one is coming from Stephen Campbell. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's Let's get back to the AMA YouTube style. Let's see. Get ready for the crisis card to be played. Gas shortage. You ain't kidding. Cyber attack. All of it. You are not wrong. I agree with you there. Let's see. Those gloves contain Illuminati nanoparticles. Let's see. Man, people will not be able to keep it together when crap hits the fan. Well, we're pretty weak right now, and crap has already hit the fan, and I've seen a lot of cowards, and I've seen a lot of intellectually dishonest losers, unfortunately. Nobody knew Alex Jones in 1994. I'm not even sure if Jones had started his radio show at that point. Might have been right around that era. Kissinger in 1971. It's Mama from Mama's Family. Talking about the first card we played here today. Let's see. Right there. Mama from Mama's Family. She does have the Illuminati earrings, though. And people were asking me, they're going, Jason, you said you're scanning these in. You're going to be able to zoom in on them. And that's absolutely true. We are scanning these in. We want people eventually to be able to check them all out, right? So, I think it's kind of neat. Like I'm doing like 600 DPI for anybody that knows what that means. That means you're really going to be able to zoom in on them. But for instance, let's see, we'll open one up, and we'll bring it over and show people how we're doing it big time. Let's see right there. So let's go right over here. So now, like we're doing it, but then you're really going to be able to get right. Whoa. So digitally, for instance, people were going, what do you mean it's the all-seeing eye on the suitcase? Well, obviously, clearly you can see it there, and we can get even closer into there and you can see it. So you can get down to the print dots on this and the grain and the striation and stuff like that. We're really scanning them in. We're really doing it big. We're having some fun with this because, like I said, it wasn't cheap. It also motivates me to do these kind of videos and then bring other people in. It's a good idea. Let's see. Alex Jones was at Waco right after, please. Yes, he was. That's true. He did Wake Up or Waco right around that time. That's right around the area. You're not wrong. Nope, he's done nursing. Let's see. Pretty Slick movie. They Live. Yes, movie is awesome. That movie is awesome. Oh, crap. I live in Charleston. Oh, my God. Yeah. Neil, you're funny. Whoop, there it is. Let's see. I missed the base 90s. How we doing, lovely? AJ identified as Bill Hicks in 1994. No, he did not. That is like the Alex Jones's Bill Hicks thing is so ridiculous. I was there when there was a guy, Dallas Goldbug was the one that was telling everybody to look at everybody's ears, and all these different people were actually other people. And that was also the craze where everybody was a lizard person. I was a lizard person in the video. But then you look at like the artifacting, right? Of like, this is a 2009 upload. Look.
Toomey Road. It's going to be a 30-minute DVD.
So the
professional perspectives
awful.
on water fluoridation.
And, it was just everybody was a lizard person. Oh, the days when we could kind of joke around about the tyranny. Bill is one of the goats of comedy. You're damn right he is. Who is controlling Joe Biden? The same people that control the agenda all the time at the top. The actual deep state, right? People that are inside the Bilderberg group, the royal bloodlines that have been around for centuries at this point. It's not a zero-sum game. But again, the cartels have agreed on what? A new world order. That's why you need to watch my films. Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, lays that out. Shade the Motion Picture lays that out. So it's those people. For real. And again, we need criminal charges on the Fauci and many others. We need all these restrictions gone. And we need medical martial law to end. And I know people are calling for like Nuremberg 2.0. No. That was unsuccessful. We divvied up Nazis with the Russians after that. No. We need the first ever transparent war crime tribunals where we go full board and we start declassifying our history for the last 100 years to show how bad it really is. That has to be the foundation of the future if we're going to build a society that is not enslaving, but instead empowering humanity. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Okay, let's keep going. Mark Zuckerberg, is there going to be a card in there? Is he the one controlling him? Yabba dabba doo. Well, Yabba Dabba's Glass, big sponsor of Caged Aggression. And I think next week, the Caged Aggression fights again will be free over on the YouTube. I want to thank anybody that picked up the pay-per-view over the weekend. I hope you enjoyed the fights. Pretty killer fights. And by the way, I love that gig. I absolutely love that gig. Tell me, how do you think I'm doing? How do you think I'm rocking the mic on the MMA stage? Because I'd love to be able to get to the level. I mean, obviously UFC is out because I was so vocal about, violent rapist Conor McGregor. But, maybe I get to Bellator. Scott, let's just, not employ serial violent rapists, and then I don't have to come out against the company. That's all. Imagine that. Bob Paranoic says, thanks for all your hard work and consistency, Jason. Thank you. So we got some LMAOs. Let's see. Joe got his hands up his ass. Or got hands up his ass. Oh my God, he made 0 cents. Yes. I'm in trouble. Rockfin. Make that free Rockfin account. Go follow. But if you want to support the program, $9.99 a month. You endorse me. You get everybody's content. Everybody's content. Okay? Did I mention you get everybody's content? Come on now. Let's see. Nancy hands. Do I have Nancy hands? Kipper Lane? Is that their Nancy hands? Maybe. Good day from Australia. I am never going to forgive the mainstream media for leading the entire planet to this evil state of affairs. Their lies and deceit are criminal. Correct. Kimberly, thank you so much. Grazie for all you do, she says. No, grazie for watching the program over on a true free speech platform and supporting the show. Avocados, Puppy, and Pistols. I just got to the park for the Mother's Day picnic. Where is everyone? Oh, Dale, you comedian. Dale. And you know what? I felt bad because one of the gentlemen that came in from Chicago, he came in a little later. I was just starting to pack up. He came like 4:15, 4:30. But I fired the grill right back up for the guy. He was more than a gentleman. He actually will bring this up. Chelsea Clinton, she says, we'll get back to that in a second. Have you heard of Elena Freeland and or her books work on Morgellons and transhumanism, Under an Ionized Sky, Geoengineering and Space Fence, Chemtrails, HARP, and the Full Spectrum Dominance of Earth? No, but I am familiar with a lot of those subjects. Probably Morgellons the least. Everything else I'm pretty in tune with, actually. Interesting text there, Chelsea. I want to say this. So the guy was talking to me about The Wizard of Oz, and Bill Still back in the day, big on the gold standard and sound money and, the battle back then between gold and silver. And a lot of people don't know that The Wizard of Oz in its literary form was actually this kind of allegory for the gold standard and the financial disruption at the time. So I just wanted to say shout out to Ray. And I want to thank him because I didn't take any money from anybody. A lot of people offered me money while I was cooking. I'm like, listen, no, I just want you to start getting active and attending these things and getting more people to attend these things. And, let's stand up against these people. I refused to take it. And people tried to slip money. I'm like, I'm not taking the money. This guy came with silver. And there's no way I could turn down silver. If somebody had also scanned crypto into my account, because those are like investments. I'm not going to spend those unless we get into those hardcore emergencies that they're kind of meant for. Tyler Durden is a stupid name, a.k.a. Brian Telford. Don't tell anybody. Avocados, Puppies, and Pistols. Joe Biden. Oh, did I already read that? Because if I didn't, I couldn't have read that because it's too funny. I thumbed it up. Good thing. Yeah, thumb it up. We don't even have 100 thumbs up. I like seeing you on the Union of the Unwanted False Flag episode. Was that your first time meeting Massimo? Like he talked about, he said that we had discussed something over the phone 15 years ago, but I was talking to a lot of people over the phone 15 years ago when Loose Change was on fire. Hectic point in my life. I remember a lot of it. And I do remember him and that he was making that film. But I mean, I had conversations with people like Aaron Russo and God rest his soul. You know, there was a lot going on. Keith, he says, you're the man. Well, thank you. Jason, you may have already said so, but do you believe this narrative about the dark side hacker group? No. No. Because it was you where I saw the Event 201 folks warning about cyber attacks. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't trust them. There's no reason to trust the FBI, the CIA, establishment media, especially when they're caught again and again and again covering up any kind of involvement in dirty operations such as Epstein, such as Iran-Contra, and totally convoluting others like Russiagate. And going after people like Assange. They deserve zero credibility. Zero credibility. Okay? Especially when it comes to cyber attacks. I mean, again and again and again and again and again. So, you know what? Keep pumping the questions in, guys. We're going to get back to that, but let's do 5 more of these cards. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Never surrender. That's right. Never surrender, anybody. We don't need to surrender. Never surrender. Damn straight. Might as well be the Jason Burmis card. If it said be your own hero, it should be. It's up to you in the mirror. Never surrender. No matter how dark you think it is. Because the more you acquiesce, the more you surrender, the worse it gets every single time. It doesn't get better. Playing this card is a free move and may be done at any time, even while its target group is being attacked. The target group may belong to any player or maybe that's just been played from a rival's hand. The resistance for one fanatic group is increased to 12. Link this card with your chosen fanatic group. So you don't give up. And by the way, this gentleman, he's wearing his little Illuminati mark right there. So there's one down. Let's go. Huh. I don't know if I know what this one means. Jake Day. It's not joke. It says Jake, right? Yeah, Jake Day. Let's read this one. Okay. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by weird groups with a total power equal on the resistance of the target group, doubled if the group is currently straight. It is controlled by a rival, adds bonuses for its closeness to the Illuminati. And like the box says nuts, and like the thing popping out of it maybe resembles like, it's got a hat and a striped shirt, maybe like a Freddy Krueger, but there's no glove or anything like that. Alternatively, one Illuminati action will do the job. The target group becomes permanently weird. This is a weird card. If it was straight, that alignment is lost. Keep this card with a link to the target. Interesting. 2 down. 3 more to go. Thumbs up, subscribe, and share. We don't even have 100 thumbs. Come on now. All right. This is kind of wacky. The Are We Having Fun Yet card. Okay, we got another tip from the Rockfin. Chelsea says, homie, I shouldn't tip you for this, but you called me Chelsea Clinton. Oh my God, you're right, I did. Chelsea Cushman, I'm sorry. We got these Illuminati cards in hand, and both Hillary and Bill have cards. So I can only say I am sorry about that. Chelsea, I am sorry. 1,000 apologies, Chelsea. You're right. That is uncalled for. So we got some like Anarchy dude and some like Johnny Rotten dude. And this is, are we having fun yet? Boss, this secret society stuff is getting old. Can we take a vacation and start a band or something? That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Play this card at any time. It requires an action by groups with total power greater than the target. One action or special ability use of the target is canceled. So there you go. They just want to have fun. They want to punk rock. Can we just stop with all the Illuminati stuff? That's what I'm saying. 3 down. 3 down. Ooh. Nuclear accident. Nuclear accident. And we've seen since the 90s, you know, I mentioned Fukushima before with the tsunami card, right? And this is a disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any place. It does not require an action. Its power is 14 against a huge place. You know what, though? I do want to say this. Chernobyl is flourishing with life. You know, obviously not human life. Chernobyl flourishing with life. I was reading a article on this, you know, and again, I always take everything with a grain of salt. But when you see this, especially, you know, these horses are here. There's all sorts of life living there. It's like a wild reserve. Now, humans aren't. Now, you have to ask yourself, you know, did these things have to transmutate? Are they lying to us about the half-life on nuclear power, energy, all that stuff? You know, I'm just saying, you know, they're constantly trying to tell us, everybody, that this science is settled or that's settled. What's really settled? What's really settled? What are we really, really talking about? All right, let's see. All right. Ooh, this one's a tough one. And we're seeing this one also today. New World Order, world hunger. India says what? And if you don't remember, you had that one WHO official talking about how lockdowns were causing world hunger. Poverty, hunger. They're talking about food shortages right now. When we talk about Yemen, we don't discuss enough the fallout from those drone bombs and that policy that then in part starves out populations as well, right? So world hunger, increasingly desperate populations are hunting whales, setting up factory farms, and strip mining for scarce resources. The environment is falling apart, and nobody has time to worry about it. And that's the big sale on these people, right? The environment is falling apart. It's man's fault. All green groups lose their action tokens and cannot get new ones or use their special abilities. Groups which are liberal and or nations have the power reduced by 2. And this card replaces any blue NW card in play. But the thing is that the green movement, whether they know it or not, you know, the well-intentioned idiots, that's what they really are doing. That's what sustainability means. Population control. Hunger. And here we go. Wow. Wow. So here's that holy shit moment card. Here it is. Are you ready? Are you ready? And this is the 4th one. We're going to do one more after. I wish we should just stop it after this. Does that look familiar? Remember? Martial law. The White House with fences and soldiers in front of it. 2021, anybody? Hello? 2021, anybody? Here it is. The martial law card. It's right there. Play this card at any time to give +10 power or resistance to any government group you control. And again, when you have a gibbering idiot who's supposed to be the president in the most secure election ever and the most popular president, according to the votes, who can't speak, maybe you want to fence in the White House and have martial law. Just wow. Just wow. Wow, the martial law. Again, I want to show that again. The martial law card, DC fenced in. Okay, one more. See if we can pull one like that. I doubt it. Oh, Fundy money. You mean like the kind of funding that maybe Rand Paul discussed today with gain of function research? Oh, I'm just saying Fundy money. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by conservative groups with a total power equal to the resistance of the target group, doubled if the group is currently liberal. It is controlled by a rival. Add bonuses for its closeness to the Illuminati. Alternatively, one Illuminati action will do the job. The target group becomes permanently conservative if it was liberal. That alignment is lost. Keep this card with a link to the target. But once again, with that, left-right politics just don't matter. Man, that martial law card was something, huh? How about that? So the martial law card, big time. All right. Let's keep going in. Let's see. Jason, do you think the world population is ready to fight the globalist cabal with the new tech and the modern military? I don't think with the old tech that the world population was ready to fight these people because they don't know what's going on because most of them have been so psychologically manipulated that they don't even know their own slavery. Okay? Many of them, like Huxley said, remember, if you're listening to me, most likely you come from a background that speaks English. There may be some people that maybe that's your second language and not your culture. But for the most part, the West has had it pretty good, right? We've had it pretty good. Most people can't relate to what 1.2 billion people in China looks like or what a social credit score system is. They can't understand how a Libyan slave market exists now, what AFRICOM really was, why people like me kick and scream about Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Yemen. They think that superheroes on message boards are going to save them utilizing tools like Guantanamo Bay, which should not exist in the first place. So no, I don't think they are. But I do think that I'm not surrendering, and there's enough of us that hopefully can rally enough people to stop this, to turn the tide, to break the spell. We have to, right? We have to or humanity loses. Ugh. Yes, Breitbart was liberal by the standard of his day. How quick they forget. Cyberpolygon doesn't seem to be waiting for July 9th. That's a drill that, yeah, I got you. How about that oil rig that tipped over in the Gulf? I haven't. Man, that was kind of like in and out of the news, right? Hi from Commie County. Why the gloves, JB? Because this set, Steph, just so you know, and it's just not cheap. So I have this set. If you watch me unbox it, that's what this set. And yes, it is signed. We're going to try to get Derek Piercy on it. And actually, I'm going to try to get Steve Jackson to sign it as well. I didn't pay that much. I didn't pay $1,500, but it was like a little over $800. So we're securing the investment. We're securing the investment. Let's see. Lost my best mate to the cure. Man, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. I obviously I can't even. We're on YouTube. I can't discuss it. I can't say what I want to say. Go follow me on Rockfin and figure it out. He wants to keep the cards in mint condition. Correct. Self-esteem and an RPG. Where are you going to go when they come after you and force that shot? No one. Listen, Randy. I'm telling you, listen, I had a tough conversation with my brother today. It was a really emotional family day all around for various reasons. And it's not because me and him aren't like-minded at this point. It's just like he feels like it's him against the world in New York. And, the situation is the walls are closing in rapidly, and a lot of people still just do not understand what's happening. They have no clue what's really happening, period. They don't get it. They don't get it at all. Krishna Kola. Yes. The Rockfin. Oh, yes, the Rockfin app is finally here. Let's see. Whoop-a-boo. Lots of big jump. Big old jump. Big jump. There we go. Okay, the Rockfin app is finally here. I'm already got an account. Definitely be more active on the app. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app. And it's really, again, you can download stuff right from the app if you're a paying subscriber. Make the premium account, support this channel. The link's down below. It's a great thing to do. Let's see. Because cards, okay. Okay, got it. Yep. Oh, no. Listen, I'm not wearing this because I'm worried about touching stuff. Believe me. Turn harp on. Let's see. The MMA character was garbage. Yes. Yes. If we're talking about Mortal Kombat, that's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up. No habeas corpus. Nat C. Gestapo. Oh, Nazi Gestapo. I love how he shouts that at them. Hey, Jason, I love your channel. Well, thank you, Green-Eyed Okie. That's cool you found a deck. Yep, it was not cheap, but I got it. Let's see. Your voice is young. I try. Same hat, different head. Yes, it's very true. Well, you know what, though? To my argument, that is squeezed in a 4x3 format, right? Like, that's, even though that's me, that's 4x3, and I'm not, I know I am skinnier, but once we stretch that out to the proper 16x9, my head is a little bit more head-shaped, if you will. Let's keep going. Let's see. So damn idealistic, I know. I believe he started in 94. You started in 94. Alex could have started right around 94, maybe. That shiz is splattering off the fan blades in every direction, whatever that means. Let's see. Can you invite Francis Richard Connolly for an interview on your channel? Who's that? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. Maybe we shouldn't be, Todd. Okay. 2009 or 1999, LOL. That's 2009. The Hicks conspiracy. The Jim Morrison is Rush Limbaugh. Even better. How ridiculous. Joe is dead. Nope. They got him. I mean, he's probably on a lot of amphetamines when he just did that little bit, too. Skull and Bones. I had to come Saturday here because I saw Brian and was like, damn, fam. I just watched Invisible Empire. It was great. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for watching it. Thank you. In my opinion, Fauci is a puppet. Someone pulls that demon's strings. Oh, yeah, but he was a high-paid puppet and not stupid by any means. He's a conduit, right? He's their little Faucian dude. He's their front man, their talking piece. But he's so entrenched in the crime, that's who they want. Dude, you saw his lip quivering today. I mean, Rand Paul was all over him. You got to give him that credit. Okay? I was watching Ian Rauch fan. I think there's truth on that, but perhaps at times the cartels of the deep state might have their drama also. Oh, there's also infighting all the time. All the time. These PCR fraud tribunals who are starting in Germany against the WHO, CDC, and WEF. Federal Reserve and capitalism have been used to control people by the elite, but I like to call them the predator class. Those are certainly tools. Facts. Durden, well, got to see you trolls around. Smash that thumbs up. Yeah, can we get 150 thumbs up? Can we? Crimes against humanity. Let's see. Is Jamie Deluxe uploading on Rockfin? He is uploading on Rockfin. He just had a move. Deluxe does a lot of great things. He just posted a picture of the gas shortages and the fact that he could only get $25 in gas. Max. Yes. Same effing hat. Damn Skippy. Let's see. Man, I forgot about Jamie Deluxe. Don't forget about Jamie, man. He does great work. Ew, I actually have Nancy, no dishwasher, hands for 30 years, ugly Pelosi, paper skin dishpan. Yuck. Hello. Elena Freeland is smack full of great info. Okay. Jamie is also on Rumble. Okay. Hey, Nicole. Awesome to see you. We got some kind of an emoji. You just got here. Pretty sure Jamie is on Rockfin too. Yep. Yeah, he didn't want money but took silver. Yep, I did. Nicole. I did, actually. I didn't want money. And the silver, how do you not take that? Like, and he, we had a long conversation. He actually told me how, I believe it was in the late 70s, he went out to Alaska, and that's how he got into different types of mining operations and got into gold and silver and that sort of thing. And he was telling me how much of this stuff he already had. Because initially I was like, no. And he's like, no, man. And again, I couldn't turn that down. No way. I mean, I accept weed. Silver, probably better. Right? Exactly. Time for a new 9/11 investigation. Correct. Your 9/11 research is excellent. I lost a high school friend in the South Tower. R.I.P. T.J. Collins, 343 FTNY, 2,977, and counting. Those are the deaths that he's talking about. No DNA found. Yes, we do need another 9/11 investigation. Securicom recording was saying over the loudspeaker, it's safe to stay in your office. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Hey, Anthony, architects and engineers for 9/11 truth. The Bobby McIlvaine Act, yes. And, his father, I'm not sure if Bobby is the father's name or the son's name, but I think it's Tim McIlvaine is the father. And, he's been in this battle almost, over 15 years trying to get the truth about his son. Let's see. Oh, we got to bring that up. Is that Chelsea again? Yes, she did. I forgive you for calling me a Clinton, talking about the Illuminati. Have you done any deep dives on Cecil Rhodes? Yes. If not, any creators you recommend who have. So in Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, when we get into roundtable organizations and what will ultimately become the Council on Foreign Relations Bilderberg section, G. Edward Griffin speaks at length about Cecil Rhodes. Okay? And if you are looking for just lecture-type information, G. Edward Griffin, there's got to be something out there. G. Edward Griffin speaks at length, used to give presentations on the road all the time about Cecil Rhodes and these roundtable organizations, okay? And the Rhodes Scholarship, etc. So that's who I would suggest, Chelsea. But it's also, again, I have a small section of Cecil Rhodes. And by the way, I also did a piece on Cecil Rhodes on my channel when we were talking about statues coming down and how there was a UK university that had done it the right way, and they were taking down the Rhodes statues, but they weren't ripping them down and burning them down either. Cool fact, you cannot connect the Hillary and Bill cards. Her hand is on his leash. Oh, you can connect them. Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. That's funny. Has A&E accomplished much? I think they have, Camo. They fought harder than just about any other organization and kept it in the public eye and kept litigation going when litigation and lawfare has to be waged. And I would also say they are the people that they were the driving force in the Seven documentary that my good friend Dylan Avery put together that just goes into studying the collapse, the physics, the science behind Building 7 and the truth about that, which is important. It's all important, man. LOL, Chelsea Clinton. I know. Bobby was immolated in the lobby. So Tim is the father, yes, of the North Tower before Flight 77 hit the North Tower. Baited questions, need your own research. So, yeah, I believe Tim is the father. So very sorry. Grass carpets, best regards. Anything open? What is your take on the attack on the Second Amendment? I mean, what do you think my take is? They've been trying to take out any kind of physical resistance by restricting guns more and more and more, but then allowing criminals to have them and allowing things like catch and release. So what do you think's happening? They want low-level crime on the streets for an excuse to take the guns away from most people, if not all people, other than that predator class and those that protect them. Olympics in Fukushima this year. Interesting. They are paying farmers to not grow food. I know it's nuts. Yemen, it's sickening what's going on there. Correct. In Florida, things are open and a very few people are muzzled, depending on where you are. Same thing where I am here in Iowa. Too strange. Occupy DC. Iowa looks pretty good too, at least where Jason is. Correct. I missed the unboxing of this card game. Please fill me in. Please. Plus missed at least 10 minutes of the stream as well. Had to force the kiddo to bed. Bye. Kidding. Well, the highlight today has been the martial law card right here, and the DC fenced in, for me anyway. But with that being said, we're going to do 5 more right now. Let's do 5 more. We're working on an hour on this broadcast. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and share. What do we got? What's the next card? It's the Slush Fund card. Pigs and money. Play this card at any time to give 10 power to the resistant or resistance to any conservative group you control. If used with an action, it must be played with that action is first declared and counts only for that action. If used for defense, the bonus lasts until the end of the current turn. Is good for defense only and does not count towards goals. So it's a protection card. It's the Slush Fund card. All right, let's get into the next card right here. This is Privatization card. Okay? The Burger Czar. So basically, this is the government getting involved in every aspect of your business. That doesn't sound like today, telling you when you can and can't be open. The People's Glorious Revolutionary Food Distribution Collective. So goodbye private business. Hello, totally corporate control. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by corporate groups with a total power equal to the resistance of the target group, doubled if the group is currently government. If it is controlled by a rival, add bonuses for the closeness to the Illuminati. Alternative, the Illuminati action will do the job. The target group becomes permanently corporate. If it was government, that alignment is lost. And if it was a dictatorship, it is no longer. Oh, you know those dictatorships. Yippee-ki-yay. So there's two more. Let's do three. Okay. The good old Power Corrupts card. They got the women. They got the money. I wonder what that's about. And we talk about this. You know, there are a lot of people that I believe get into things with good intentions. Even Trump, as many warts as he had before he got into office, I truly believe he thought he was going to be Superman. But the bottom line is, you got so much on that guy, and then you're able to literally orchestrate other things that go beyond that stuff, that go beyond the Stormy Daniels stuff, right? That go beyond even the Epstein stuff, which was very real, but they didn't want to delve into because there was a chance, obviously a good chance, that he had only been with overage prostitutes or, basically they didn't want to get into that aspect because then they would have had to dive into Clinton a little bit more, which they've obviously, skewed that narrative a ton. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by criminal groups with a total power equal to the resistance of the target group. If it is controlled by a rival, add bonuses for its closeness to the Illuminati. Alternatively, one Illuminati action will do the job. The target group becomes permanently criminal. And what is the political class? What do I call them? They're the gangsters. That's why it's Andrew Capo Cuomo. They are permanently criminal. So let's see. Is that 3 or 4? I believe that is... Yes, that's 3. 2 more cards. 2 more cards and we'll get back to your questions. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Oh, I bet you're going to love this one. It's the Citizenship Award. I mean, and again, you see what's going on right now. Vaccine Information sent me a 5-tip. Hey, Burmis, did you do a video on Bill Cooper, Pale Horse? Do you go to the Red Pill Expo? No. How do I endorse you on Rockfin? Thanks, man. So you subscribe to Rockfin, and then you choose a creator to endorse who is me. That's how you do it. So you can go to a premium video of mine. Go to rockfin.com/Jason Burmis. Go find a premium video, and then it'll tell you when you click on it that you need to be a premium subscriber. And then you sign up, you pay the $9.99 a month, and you endorse me. But then you get everybody's premium content. And I appreciate that. Bill Cooper's a complicated fella. He said some things in his book, that that's just bullshit. For instance, that the Bilderberg Group were meeting in submarines, under the Arctic Ocean. He talked about how, I believe he said that he saw a video of Jesus Christ being crucified from the past that was presented, that was given to the government by aliens also. There were a lot of problems with Bill Cooper, and Bill Cooper, from the good information that Bill Cooper gave, which there was a lot of it, he tainted it with a lot of bravado and falsehoods and exaggerations. And to me, you know me, I try to stick to what I can prove. And when we're doing something fun like this, it's something fun like this, right? We're kind of talking about it in a roundabout way. These cards now that are 25 plus years old. And you got the Citizenship Award, and it's still basically a very hot topic who we're just going to give blanket citizenship to or all these benefits to. This card may be played at any time. It counts as an action for a group it affects. The increased power takes effect immediately. The power for one conservative group to increase by 6. Link this card to your chosen conservative group. No player may have more than one citizenship award in play. Then, what is that, 5 or is that 4? That's 4. So we got one more. One more. Let's do it. Let's see. Looks like it's the kinder and gentler. Security quiet, please. Soldiers. Huh. And again, it's got the little Illuminati armband on it. Play this card at any time. It requires actions by peaceful groups with a total power equal to the resistance of the total group. Doubled if the group is currently violent. If it is controlled by a rival, add bonuses for its closeness to the Illuminati. Alternatively, one Illuminati action will do the job. The target group becomes permanently peaceful. If it was violent, that alignment is lost. Keep this card with a link to the target. Oh, peaceful. See, we got another one of these tips. I want to thank everybody over there for sending me the tipskis and hutch. Oh, that's just a tip from Suzette Frost. Well, thank you, Suzette. We appreciate that very much. All right, let's keep going down the line. We're having fun with this one. Yeah, military in Canada is next with blocked off cities. It's very scary what's going on in Canada, from the quarantines in hotels to the attempted limitation of movement to the arrest of religious figures who are simply trying to exercise their First Amendment. I shouldn't say First Amendment because it's not the First Amendment. Their freedom to worship, right? That kind of goes across all boards, no matter, what religion that is in a civilized society. And you're not hurting anybody. Man, there's going to be a lot of scanning going on after this, huh? Whole lot of scanning when we're done with this one. Put that there. Okay. Just say no to the FEMA camps. The Lone Gunman Show had an episode where a remote control plane nearly hits the North Tower in March of 2001. It was at night, though. Yes, and they talked about how they would blame it on terrorists or third world dictators, and that basically it was an elite group that would remotely hijack this plane. And at the very end, the lone gunman saved the day and stop it. They narrowly misses. And one of the gunman's father is the person that reveals the plot. Okay, I see the cards are self-explanatory. Yes, they are. Yes, the lone gunman was predictive programming for show. Oh, big jump, 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 big jump. Wow, that is a big jump. Wow, are we? Wow. Let's see. Woo-wee. Wow. There we go. Okay. Boom. Let's see. We got another Tipsky and Hutch. Let's see. Marilyn in real life says, Pangolins forever. Thanks for being a voice of sanity in a sea of tomfoolery. Don't forget the jackassery and the asshattery. That's big right now. That's running for champion of the times. Everyone thought the ring roads around cities were for citizens' convenience. LOL. Yeah, right. It's always for the citizens, right? It's never for control. Jason Burmis, you are a really good guy, intelligent too. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, sorry. After seeing little Jason, cute and smart, apparently, you've always been. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Little Jason, I guess I was still then in my late 20s. That's Jason in his late 20s, almost about to hit 30 years old. There's hope for humanity yet. Thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. UN smart cities will be the new prisons. Stay away from them. We need to get out of the UN altogether. We need to boot them. I know that with a Biden administration, that's never going to happen. But the people need to realize that the United Nations and the mechanisms surrounding them need to be completely ostracized from this nation and its ideals if we want to survive. And quite frankly, for the crimes that they have committed with this predator class, many of them should be tried for war crimes. And listen, we don't have to hang anybody. I hear that's the thing. I would much rather put them in prisons created with their own technology where we can then tune in to, again, them crying at 3 a.m. on the toilet. You know, Dick Cheney in total tears, you know, for his war crimes via 9/11 and Iraq and all that good stuff, right? So if Joe Biden's still alive down the way, and I mean, so while he's crying, he can hear Joe Biden mumble about his favorite raspberry oatmeal being his new shoes, right? Because that's how far Biden is now. You wonder how far it's going to go, right? Yeah, it could only go farther. Oh, it looks totalitarian out there. It sure does. Exactly how I feel, especially after the Trump administration. The FBI has zero credibility. Correct. And I know for a fact they could close down all avenues of attack, but they use them to attack others. Correct. What's your take on the KSM trial? It obviously seems like theater, and there doesn't seem to be any real evidence. Yes, correct. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is who he is referring to. The mastermind. It was Bin Laden and Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Masterminds. Isn't The Lone Gunman that old black and white cowboy show they used to play on A&E on Sunday mornings? Just wondering. Haven't had cable in the past few years. No, this is actually a spin-off of the X-Files with the lone gunmen who were in there, who were basically, before the internet age, had newsletters talking about a lot of this stuff. And then they had one season of a show, and the pilot of that show, if you type it into YouTube, it's probably still up there. You'll probably be able to still see that scene. I paid $400 on Amazon in 2016 for the same set. Damn. Exactly. This is an investment. And I was thinking maybe I can get maybe even the artist of some of these cards to sign it, but I want Steve Jackson to sign it too. Buy a gun of 4, Jason. Let's see. I played it too. Not a great to play. People were drunk. You played the cards, huh? Investment for Burmis. Yes, there was an old show by the same cowboy stuff. Wow. New York City will be the main UN smart city in the U.S. They're trying for it. The COVID cult is unbelievably insane. They are so demoralized they can't accept authentic information. Yeah, no, a lot of them are shot. IoT, Internet of Things. Oh, I saw my first commercial for, and we already covered it, for the Domino's robot service, right? The drone service to your house. Lovely. Can't wait. Okay, cool. Oh, snap. Just popped in my head. It's the Rifleman. Durr. Oh, the Rifleman is the old one. Okay. Have you heard of the Sapadian Francus? Briefly. I couldn't say that I was well versed in them. I've heard people discuss them. Maybe it's time to discuss freedom to fascism. Yes, freedom to fascism, old school favorite. You can probably still find it online for free. Aaron Russo's film. Please, please, please check it out. I keep my eye on the progress of these smart cities. Egg on my face. Have you heard of my channel, The God Pill? I got into the game February 1st, turned into 10K into 1 million, February 24th and 25th, playing options. No, The God Pill? Let's look you up right now, buddy. See what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see, but now it's... You have 2,000 subscribers on this. You got taken off or something? Yeah, I got into the game, turned 10,000 into 1 million. I don't know what that means, but like I think that this is you. I see your little avatar here. No. Not familiar with your work, my friend. Send me something. I'll check it out. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Boom. How is it that, we're going to just... It's annoying me. We're going to copy that. We're going to take some of this out. We're going to go delete. I'm going to paste. That's a little bit better. It's still kind of there, though, huh? Still kind of the same shebango. All right, let's keep going down here. I have it. Ridiculous. I have, and it makes total sense. Let's see. They have a connection to Saudi royalty after converting to Islam under force. Effing legend. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Mr. Baggins. Is it going to let me show that? Okay, great. Great. Let's see. Good for you, God Pill. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. For 45 days, been sharing a lifetime worth of experience, and the answer's on he burned this shiz down legally and mathematically. Good for you, God Pill. I agree. All points to the Sabbatian Francus. I don't think there's one group that all this points to, by the way, at all. They don't just hate us. They hate each other, too. Thanks, D. Truly progressive. Fauci is a war criminal. Agree. I go live 3 to 10 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Cool. Let's see. Hello, comrade. I learned about them from an anthropologist, Robert Seffer, here on YouTube. He wrote a book. Replied Comanche. Are you planning another documentary release? I remember you saying you were considering it on the election. I still am, but man, Gregory, it's tough. Like, especially with the demonetization of YouTube and not knowing where everything is going, trying to get a building going, it's a lot. And with the censorship, it's a lot. I'm still thinking about it. But I don't know. Let's see. Silver prices are totally suppressed. Comanche jump on it. Really hoping people take a close second look at Gates and everything he's involved in now that his wife is leaving him to get away from the Epstein issue. I think that a lot of that's blowing smoke up your ass. Another player thrown to the public wolves. I saw something else on basically Gates hiring women to come swimming and be around at parties in the early days of Microsoft. I think a lot of this is a PR campaign, again, to move things in the direction of Melinda Gates being the hero now that Bill Gates has been exposed to so many as a super villain-esque character, right? And the Epstein stuff just isn't great. Checking to see if YouTube is still blocking me. Okay. Indeed, Jason, truth will out you. I see JM. Okay, let's see. I've read a few books about them, joined a few fraternities to learn the beliefs, studied the timeline, etc. It looks like were involved in really what's going on. Ricky Verandis and Truthzilla interviewed Francis Richard Connolly. He's the Brit who made the Rich Man's Trick documentary. You should reach out to him. Okay. Met G. Edward Griffin at the Red Pill Expo. Cool. Is the magnate sticking to people's arm after the COVID? Oh, the magnet thing? I don't know. I'm certainly not buying into it until I see more evidence. Zuckerberg didn't wear a 6-pointed chaos symbol in his hoodie for nothing. Has anyone tried it on somebody? Okay. Even David Icke talks about them. Yep, okay. Zuck is definitely in the club, in my opinion. I saw him talking about them about a year ago. Total chaos. If they take the protection devices, then there will be concentration camps, just like Germany. Fact. I'm a farmer, and no one is paying me not to grow food. Yes, you're not. I hope not, my friend. I hope not. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nope, something totally different. When you start looking up CEOS, the board members, along with the chairs and Federal Reserve, asking Ariel if he is a black man or woman, or I guess it's Gregory Ariel or Ariel Gregory, so it could. Oh, it's Gregory Ariel, so it is a he. Yes. Is the Pope in the cards? I'm sure the Pope's somewhere in the cards. I'm sure the Vatican is in the cards too. I will buy some food if you're within 150 miles of Boise, Idaho. Oh, look at you. I'm sure the Pope is in there. Sure is. The money I have made in my lease is the least of my accomplishments. I have done 3 things that are greater than any other individual accomplished in 100 years. Help me, help us. I don't know what that. I have no idea, Godpill, what you're talking about here at all. Who designed this game? It's a Steve Jackson game, and again, Steve Jackson is bringing Illuminati confirmed to a video game format. It should be pretty exciting. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. In fact, with that, let's do some more cards. Let's do some more cards. No limit on this. I'm gonna do this until I feel like it. Let's see. The Just Say No card. Remember that? The 80s campaign. We got sneakers. We got albums. Basically, they're burning things. You know, like digitally burning books. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Let's see. Place this card at any time to give +10 power of resistance to any straight group you control. If used with an action, it must be played when the action is first declared and counts only for the action if used for defense. The bonus lasts until the end of the current turn, is good for defense only, and does not count towards goals. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Boom, the hit and run card, an assassination card. Assassination. This is an instant attack to destroy any personality at any time. It does not require an action. Its power is 10. A single fanatic group may use this action for an attack, and it adds its own power. So this is where, by the way, the last three on the license plate, let's see if we can get right in there. Probably not, because it goes thing, is 666. So they threw in the 666. I wonder if there's any Illuminati bumper stickers on that. No. But basically, you could just take out any of the characters in the game. Any personality. Okay? Let's go. This is the Let's Get Organized card. Probably something on the liberal agenda. Play this card during your turn, or any group card that has fewer 3 outgoing control arrows. This is an action for a group or its matter. You must control the target. The target group gains an extra control arrow on either the end or the side of the card. Place this card underneath it with an arrow showing to provide the new arrow. Duplicates of this card may not be used on the same group. Well, let's hope that we don't have any duplicates of any cards in here. I hope that we have. I would hope not. I hope the complete set doesn't have duplicates in it. But I guess we'll find out, huh? Guess we are going to find out as we go through this whole thing. The Weird Turn Pro. I don't know. It's a weird one for sure. But then again, I see if you look at her hair and the horns, you know what that reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of the TV series True Detective in the very beginning when we had a lot of the occult symbolism and the first victim had those type of horns put on them. That's kind of interesting. Although these look more like nature. When the going gets weird, the Weird Turn Pro, Hunter S. Thompson. So they quote Hunter here. Okay. And this card may be played at any time and counts as the action for the group it affects. The increased power takes effect immediately. The power for one weird group is increased to 4. Link this card to your chosen weird group. No player may have more than one of the Weird Turn Pro in play. The old double cross card, huh? Remember, these people to a certain extent will burn their own. Harvey Weinstein, anybody? Just saying. Play this card at any time. A rival uses a plot card to look at your hidden plot cards. Your opponent loses the card, which let him spy on you, and any actions that powered it. He does not get to look at it or steal any of your cards that have all. So there you go. This is the double cross, and it looks like another assassination card. Looks like things are exploding right there. I think I'm going to wrap it up after this one. Agent in place. Hot dog stand guy, my ass. Play this card at any time. This card requires an action by one group with a power of 4 or more. Pick one rival. You may look at his hidden plot cards and pick one for him to discard. So I think that's going to do it. Let's get the preview card up here really quick. George the Janitor will be the preview card for the next time around. Okay? He's going to be the guy we begin with. who knows what the George the Janitor card is. It's interesting to say the least. But I want to thank everybody. I hope everybody thumbs this video up on the way out. We tried to have fun. Subscribe and share. Make sure to check out all of my documentary films. Invisible Empire, A New World Order, Define Shade, the motion picture, Fabled Enemies, Loose Change, Final Cut, all free in the documentary playlist section. Okay? And Rockfin. It costs you nothing to follow me there for free. And then again, if you want to endorse me, all you have to do is sign up for the $9.99. You get all the premium content as well. And then you endorse Jason Burmis, and you get everyone's premium content. It's great stuff. And where are we at? Before this broadcast, we were at 16,137. Boom! Look at that. 16,214. We're doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. Guys, it's not about left or right. It's always about right and wrong. I absolutely love you, and I thank you for joining me, and I will see you all on the flip side.